So took these two blank ones and gessoed them down, and then went back with a coat of gloss varnish or a gloss medium. And
Mm-hmm.
then I've been kind of interested in blind contour drawings lately, and so I did
Oh, those are fun.
this set of my sketch club attendees this last week, and so I'm going to transfer those onto this canvas and embellish them somehow, turn them into some abstract piece of wonderment.
Yeah, that could be really fun to work with those blind contours as, your inspiration for new work.
Right.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed them. We had I did them in practice for our art guild meeting was last night, and that was the theme was blind contours, and we had some
Love
resistance.
those. I love blind contour
people
drawings.
people didn't want to be blind, but that was the prompt. So we tried it for a while, and then some people deviated, which is fine. Do your own thing. But those of us who were getting into it really enjoyed it. So it's just a different way of thinking and seeing, and
Yeah.
it's good
Last
exercise.
yeah, last time when we were working with non-dominant hand, it's kind of the same kind of idea. You're pushing yourself into kind of a vulnerable space to make work that is uncontrolled, doesn't have irrational
Like
mind
him.
behind it. And you've got to one, be ready for that, and then two, be wanting to do that. Because if you're not wanting to do that and you're throwing up the resistance because you want it to be a certain way, well, yeah, then blind contour is going to be really hard. But I find it to be a beautiful thing to do for sure.
Yeah, I liked it, and it just brings an added dimension to a portrait.
Yeah, I think blind contour is a great thing to do. It's like for all of you who have a piece of art you're already working on, you could grab your sketchbook and just look at what you've already painted and do some blind contours of it. Just some blind drawing and then see what you come up with. You might come up with some ideas just by not actually seeing what you're drawing, but looking at what you're drawing and to then reintroduce to your work. That could be really interesting. If you all want to try that, let's grab something and just
I'll try
spend
that.
5 to 10 minutes and just draw with your looking and having your hand being steady or moving fast, however you want to do it, but just like using what you're seeing as your inspiration and not looking at what is actually coming out of you, and do that for a short period of time and then look back at what you're working on and see if any of it can mesh, if you're coming up with any new ideas. It could be very liberating.
I love that idea.
Cool.
I love
I'm
it.
gonna ask Lifus if what bank he got those ledgers from, so I don't bank there.
Say that I didn't hear it. The dogs were barking.
I said I wanted to know where you got those ledgers, what bank you got those ledgers from, because I don't want to bank there.
Yeah, right. No, the bank is long defunct. It was a demolition salvage from
Oh,
an old bank that's no longer around.
All right. Well, I want to challenge y'all to do that. Hi, Megan. Welcome.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. I'm glad to see you again. We're going to
Yeah.
actually jump into a quick warm up. Everybody
Okay.
has something they're already working on. And I'm going to challenge you guys for 10 minutes to do a blind contour. So you're going to be looking at the artwork you're working on, and you can either paint it or draw it on a different surface without actually looking at what you're doing. And then after 10 minutes, go back to it and see. I know Life is it could do a 30-second too, which is like the quick gesture. But I want to challenge you guys to go beyond that. And if you want to, we could stop at 5 minutes. You could do a quick look and then we can go 5 minutes more. But to just really not look at your hand at all, just draw what you're seeing and seeing if it gives you some
Not look
interesting,
at your hand at all.
interesting movement, interesting ideas, interesting gesture, interesting composition that you may then want to incorporate into new work, or like Life was showing, you might want that blind contour to then be the beginning of new work because of how loose and different it is. So I'm going to set a timer. I'm going to grab myself a paper as well. I'm back to working on this portrait of my friend for a little bit. And I'm going to do the same thing off of a portrait. So
I
let's
can't not look.
cannot look.
I'm
So-
trying not to look and I keep looking.
It's a
Yeah,
challenge.
That's the hardest thing, is to actually not look. To just make yourself have that material like that you don't have to sharpen, you don't have to do anything with, and just draw and
You
just
think
paint.
Do you we should do the whole image or take a piece of the image or
Whatever
what?
you want. You could zoom in and do a micro section and go really slow like an ant, and have your hand move very slowly. Or you could try and do the whole macro thing and just move yourself around it and let that be part of the process, to where the moving around is the actual aspect of the learning. All right, so I'm going to put on a timer, 10 minutes, go.
I looked. I can't help it.
Mm.
I gotta not look. Okay.
Yeah, just when you
It
feel
looks
like,
really cool though. It looks really cool.
yeah, when you feel like you're going to look, just be like, okay, I'm not doing that.
Okay. I'm trying. Let's see.
The
Did you look?
biggest challenge is not looking. It's like the art making is not a challenge because you're just letting yourself be free. It's only been 3 minutes.
Oh, come on.
We'll
Feels like forever.
stop at 5 and give you guys an opportunity to see if you want to continue or not.
Okay.
Okay, that's about 5. Take a quick look.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
Mm,
If you want to start fresh, let's do 30 seconds. In this, I don't want you to take your pen or pencil off the paper and see if you can just do one continuous line from what you've start again. And you can even go from your contour drawing if you wanted to.
Oh, Lifus, that looks cool.
Yeah, it does. Way better than mine.
I like mine too. It's a little
Oh.
different, but
Yeah, you did good.
well, I looked a couple times. I didn't mean to.
Want to see my
Okay.
sloppy mess? This
You
is
can
my
tell
slop-
when I quit looking. It's right about here.
That's my sloppy mess.
Mhm.
I just kept going over and I didn't know where I was, so I just kept going over different areas that I saw on up there on the page. Very bad. When are we
Cool.
starting?
There was another 30 seconds there. So take a look at some of your scribbles and your marks and see if there's anything within that you like. That you'd want to go now with like with looking and your dominant hand and kind of highlight as being like, yeah, that works there. You know, I like that.
Let me try one more. Let's see. How long are we going for?
Right now, I'm going to just let you go for as long as you want to go. For people who want to start painting, you can paint. If people want to utilize something that they did within the sketching as, you know, to modify or to edit or to utilize as something new. If you want to go for the next hour and just do blind contour after blind contour on different sheets of paper or canvases, like you might actually get a nice series of work out of something quite simple. So, you know, there's many ways to look at it. So I'll leave it up to you guys to go how you want to go. Let's build on whatever we have in front of us and push for the next 45 minutes or so. And then we'll come back together and talk about our work. And I'll put you guys in 2 breakout rooms for you to talk to each other. And so just a announcement. So next week is going to be the 3-day intensive. I know a few of you've already signed up. So thank you. We've got 6 people in it right now. And we'll see if we can get a few more to keep rounding it out. I'm excited for that next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then the following Wednesday will be normal open studio time, but it'll just be for the people who took the 3-day intensive to showcase any final works and have your images uploaded to a drive that would then go into a digital exhibition.
Cool.
And I'll post that link in the chat again. Anybody who wants to take advantage of that, who hasn't already.
Okay, now I'm making a mess.
Mess is good.
Yeah. I love blind contour drawings though. I really do. I like it when you look at them every once in a while though, because they get too messy.
Yeah, you can do that. You know, that's part of a thing where you can do like a look at it, draw for 30 seconds blind, look at it for a few seconds and recorrect, and then go at it again. And you can keep doing that, and you'll actually notice like your work's going to take on a life of its own if you do that regularly.
Yeah, I like that. I haven't done one of these for a while, so it's nice. Layton, Holy Cross. Yeah, Holy Cross Hospital. It's really easy to get into too. Here's my new drawing. Oh, I can't hear now. Dang it, I gotta fix it.
I said, wow.
Oh, now I can hear you.
That was me. My mic was off.
Oh,
That was cool. Want to see mine?
yes.
No, they're not very good. I
Let me
haven't done
see.
this for many years. So there's one.
Wait,
Can you
I don't
see it?
see. You're frozen. Wait.
I think, and then
Oh,
this
there it
one.
is. Okay.
I did
Oh, that
several
looks
of them.
good. That looks really good.
But you know what's interesting about these is that, can you hear me? I don't know.
Yeah.
My reception in the country is really, really, really bad.
Yeah, I can hear
So
you
if I'm
fine.
stuck or you're stuck, it's because of the reception I get here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes.
Okay.
But what's interesting is that while we're doing this, I'm thinking I could do some of these. Like you said, I could do some of these on a piece of paper or canvas and paint it to see what I come up with for them. You know, they're interesting. They don't look much like what is, I mean, I was taking the shapes from here and trying to draw them on the paper,
I
but
think they
of
look
course I
really
couldn't
cool.
see, so.
Show me that first one again. I just see your face.
Oh, sorry. Turned around. There you go.
It's okay. See, I think that looks cool.
It's almost like two heads.
Yeah, I definitely saw like a head in that.
Face.
Yeah. I was thinking you were drawing portraits there for a minute.
Yeah.
And there's the body.
That's the only way I draw. Yeah, there's the bosom.
Yep.
The bust.
Nice swimsuit.
This one reminds me like an African statue, something like that. I don't know. But I never thought to do this, but this is like a really good idea because like you don't know what you're going to come up with, and then in a way, it's kind of original that you're not using your brain to think about it, you know,
Exactly.
to
That's
You're
really
using your right
one of
brain,
the,
kind of.
one of the main purposes is you're using your non-rational part of your brain.
yeah.
You're using more of your left brain, and the work is more raw. And
Wait, drawing on the right side of the brain. Isn't that wait. Is it the right side or the left side?
right now you're getting me all confused. Let me see.
The right side is the one that gets you loosened up and so you can draw.
Yeah. I like that.
The left brain is rational and crazy.
When I'm deliberately mark making, I'm making the decision as to where that line goes, where this line goes, or where I'm putting it in conjunction with the other spaces. And this way, it's kind of like, oh, I probably would not have ever made this shape, so I should try to paint that shape. That's an interesting shape.
Yeah, exactly. So you're allowing yourself to free up, and yeah, Noel, you're right. Yeah, using the right side of the brain as opposed to the left side of the brain, which
Yeah, I was confused for a minute. Sorry.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
I remember in figure drawing doing it, you know, with just staring at the girl or the man that was laying there and just like not looking at our paper while we drew them, and how, you know, they came out like really bizarre. I think those weren't even I don't even think they were 30-second, maybe they were 30-second drawings or something like that. But or 1 minute maybe. I don't remember.
yeah, they come out in a way that's, you wouldn't be able to do most likely
I like
if you
that one.
tried it
Yeah.
purposely to do that. So
And
like your sketch right there, Noel, that you just
Yeah.
put up, that's really nice. There's such a
I like
loose,
this
yeah, there's
right
such a
in here.
looseness to that, it's like that's figurative, and in the same time it's abstract.
Yeah. I love it.
I had forgotten about this exercise. So thank you for bringing it in.
Oh, for sure.
That's what he's here for, right? That's what you're here for, to tell us about these things we've all forgotten about.
Exactly. Keep it live within you.
Well, now I want to.
All right, it's exciting to see all the work that's going on here. Megan, you joined a few minutes late. You want to tell us what you're working on?
Yep, I got my sound back on now. I am working on a seascape that I started a while ago and wanted to get back into. So it's just the basic skyline and water, and I'm adding in clouds right now.
And how will that most likely develop, do you think?
Right now I'm just kind of letting it happen organically. Typically I work from a photograph, but on this one I just wanted to see what happened. So I'm taking a chance and just winging it, which is out of my comfort zone, but I'm trying to stretch myself creatively.
Good. So by winging it, what does that mean for you?
So just without using a reference, just
Okay.
kind of envisioning where the clouds would be and later on in the foreground where the waves will be.
Okay, got it. Kind of coming from your memory.
Exactly.
I'm gonna draw this, only different, kind of. This little drawing I did. I'm gonna do it on this little board, big board,
Okay,
and see what I come up with.
great.
No, not that one. This one. Well, I gotta look at the original. I can't look at this.
Good. Okay. Pretty long.
Mm. So far,
Good.
I'm just doing it on a big board so I can
Yeah,
paint it.
it's like a new rendition.
Yeah, I'm just doing it with a Sharpie.
Cool.
I'm just looking at that. I'm kind of looking a little bit though, so I don't get too lost.
That's okay. That's good. You know, you figure out which works for you, so you can still have that spontaneity and you can still have some control.
Yeah, I like that. Mm. That's kind of funny. Hmm. Life as yours is looking so cool. I love it.
You had problems getting the mute turned off.
Oh, that's okay. I just wanted you to know it looks really great. I like it a
Thank you
lot.
very much. Thank you very much. It's been fun.
That was a mistake.
Fun. I guess an idea now. Veronica,
Yes.
what are you doing? I'm just looking at a bunch of pails.
A bunch of oh,
Hey, your camera's not set up this time, Veronica.
I must have switched it somehow. When I was trying to show you my canvas there.
Oh,
Supposed to be there. I just flipped
oh,
it
there,
around.
there, that's more interesting.
Yeah, there you go. Now we're seeing what you're doing.
Well,
A little bit, yeah. That's looking cool.
Well, I did some, I was trying to do them. I did these, of course, in the pen. And then I said, you know what, let me try 2 colors. So I went to these. This one, I kind of like that shape, this one I wasn't too happy with. And I started to draw the insides of that piece.
Nice.
And then for some drips, I was going with the drips that I had in that piece. But this
I like
one
that. I like that drawing you have down at the
kind of
bottom.
sat with me. So I painted,
I
yeah, I
like that
painted the
too.
black. I painted. And this one I was just going by. Initially, this is that shape, that bean shape here.
Right?
And then I was coming down, I came down with the blue, the fine
Mhm.
blue line. And then I said, well, let me do that part of that black piece that's coming through. So I did the black. And then this chunky piece in the middle that went across, that's kind of like what that represents. But anyway,
I like the simplicity of that drawing at the bottom. Like it would be cool to see that large, that
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah, totally.
like down there, this.
No, the whole thing.
That whole
Oh, the
black.
whole thing.
Just
It's a cool shape.
yeah, the shape, the difference in thickness of line, the simplicity of it, the amount of white space. It's just very like solid and strong, and it's so simple.
That'd make a great logo.
Yeah.
It's like a piece of calligraphy.
I don't do design anymore. No.
You do it on
I'm-
accident now.
I've done my 1000th logo. I'm done with that.
Sorry, I get you.
No. Unless you want it as a logo, you want that to represent you?
Sure. I might
Yeah.
adapt something like that.
I might try a third color on that one. I'm not too happy with this one. I kind of like I like the simplicity of these shapes. I've been working for so many years with so much, going on in my pieces. I think like simple stuff. I mean, I kind of lean toward, sometimes I'll go towards simpler things. This piece seems a little bit,
Yeah, that's more simple. Like the one
got
you're
lots
the
of
one you're
color,
working on now,
but
you can
it's
definitely go in and
basic.
simplify some of those shapes even more. That one that's behind it can follow some of that lead.
I like the map-like quality of it. Almost looks like a map. Are you the one that did the other ones in the other thing? Did you post pictures, Veronica?
I'm sorry, say again. I'm
Did you
losing
post
Oh,
pictures?
you mean like
on
the like these?
Yeah, did you post those on the what do you call it? I
What's
don't
up?
know.
I think
What's the
WhatsApp.
yeah, the WhatsApp.
Yeah, I probably did.
Yeah, I
probably did.
commented on them a lot because they reminded me of maps, and some of them were really. I've really liked some of those. Those were cool.
I've got a lot of them. Sometimes I'll just get into a phase and just do and do and do and do. And then I'm like, let me change this up. Let me see about doing something different. And because I can't just stay on one thing, the same thing all the time. And it's snowing again outside.
Oh my gosh,
Can you
it's like 70 something here today in Utah.
It's snowing.
Oh, where
Yeah.
are you?
I'm in North Jersey by Canada. You see my
Oh,
chicken?
I can't see
chicken?
them.
Oh no.
No, the picture's not big enough. I can't figure out how to make it big.
They're out there.
I love chickens.
Anyway, it's snowing again. Why is it snowing? I wanted to start getting ready for my planting and my beds.
It's like it's over 70 here today. I mean, it is hot out. I had to turn on my air conditioner in my car and in my house.
It's like we're having another snowstorm. We had some snow yesterday, but it didn't stick. But this doesn't. This looks fluffier. I don't know. If the temperature drops tonight, it's gonna stick. Are we gonna do, when are we going to groups?
Let's work for about 5 more minutes and work on whatever it is that's in front of you. Make some last marks, some last changes, kind of focus in, and then we'll go into groups to discuss your work. And when you're discussing your work, I want you to really think about the part where there's the most ease and the part where there's the most tension.
Tension like in the piece or in your brain?
Well, perhaps there's a part of the piece that creates tension in your brain. Perhaps there's a part of the piece that creates more peace for you, you know?
Oh.
So to look at it that way, sure. I mean, anything we make creatively is coming from our brain and our emotions and our life experiences. So, aesthetically, which part of the piece has quiet space, has that sense of peace and freedom, and which part of it maybe has more tension and challenge to it, just to kind of point that out.
Okay.
I think Megan may have jumped in a room and kind of got messed up here. Let's try this again. Okay.
We got bounced out.
Yeah, sorry, that was a mistake.
Oh.
I know you guys disappeared and it kind of like got out. I couldn't control it. So let me try that again. No. Weird. Let's see. Okay, there we go.
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Noelle, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was spying on you. I guess my mic was off. I was saying that you're a purpley bluey girl, aren't you?
A
I
what?
I love a purpley bluey girl. I love those colors together.
I am just in that mode like the last few days. That's all. I'm usually pink and orange and
All
I
over
don't
it.
know.
Yeah. I'm
But
like
I
all
lately I've been blue and purple and red and
All right,
yeah.
I'm gonna put you guys in rooms right now. There's 3 in one room, 2 in the other. Take about 10 minutes. Make sure everyone gets a chance to share. If you are finished early, come back into the main room. So again, the parts of your piece that have tension, the parts that have quiet, calm, and then if there's something emotional to it too that has to do with tension or calm, but going from the piece yourself and the piece itself, and then kind of work with each other. Where can you heighten the calm and where can you heighten the tension? Okay. All right, we got everyone in breakout rooms right now. I'm working on this. Was working on a portrait and realized that I had some technical issues, and as I started work on it, that I should just scrap it, start fresh, put it to the side, and playing with abstraction just to have some fun, get myself loose, and be creative. So just messing with charcoal, did a lot of drawing with my eyes closed for fun, and now going into it very vigorously with an eraser, going right-handed and then left-handed back and forth, flipping my piece upside down, seeing if I'm gonna have anything that's gonna kind of build here that um will feel really strong and allow me to keep going and create something from it. The easel does not want to keep staying up. That's what it's down there.
How's it going?
Oh, you're back, Michael.
I'm back.
All right. I'm just sending a message to everybody.
Nice.
Did you jump out of your group before everybody else?
Yeah, because I don't, yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is everything
Yeah.
all right?
No, everything's fine. I just like, um, wasn't really saying anything, so I didn't, yeah.
So you just decided to come back to your work? School? No worries.
Yeah, yeah, I just thought I'd just go back to my work.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm just making a big charcoaly mess, going right-handed and left-handed and just kind of playing and letting stuff go. And
Are you just doing that for fun or?
well, pretty much everything I do for art is for fun.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, if you're doing if doing art for work, then it's work.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
either fun or work. Which one do you want?
Fun.
It could be work while you're doing it because it's hard, but
Yeah.
fun stuff is also hard. Yeah, I find just exploration of just like seeing what I can come up with and keep pushing, going with something totally non-objective, seeing what
Yeah.
can come out of it.
Yeah.
So
Does that help with like your stress? Not that I'm saying you have stress, but do you think it helps at all?
100%, yeah,
Yeah,
for
I should
sure.
probably do that.
It's nice to work
Yeah.
really loose for the purpose of just what you're talking about,
Yeah.
it makes a whole different experience as far as, the way you're doing your work because there's no outcome. You're being outcome independent and, the work develops in that way.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
I saw your outline though of your friend. That's looking really good. That
Yeah, I actually
defined,
just
really defined.
I actually, Michael, decided to scrap it
No way.
during this class, and this is why I'm doing this instead.
No.
I looked at a photo and there were just some issues that I didn't capture well enough. So I'm gonna go at it again and use that as like my experience of having done a portrait of him, and now I'll do another one and I'll get more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was parts of it I really liked, and then I finally printed out a photo of him and I was like, I kind of miss some stuff. So that's cool. It was a good experience. I'm not beating myself up on it.
Are you gonna throw it away?
I erased half of it, and then I decided that there was too much underwork that I needed to start fresh because it just won't show it won't show it anymore. It'll show too much error. And for that piece, I wanted to put more. I decided to start fresh again. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised, but that's what I decided to do.
No, I got rid of some of my older artwork as well this week. I was just some of it I didn't like. I was like, this isn't for me.
Yeah, it can be liberating. Historically, artists have done that for a long time.
Yeah.
Keep the art, or get rid of it, burn it, break it, make it fresh, paint over it. I mean, if you're just doing it for the process of painting or drawing, creative expression, it's there can be a lot of letting go within that and allowing yourself to kind of like just, wow, cool, I got rid of that piece. Now I'm gonna make another one and build off of my memory and my experience of it.
Cool.
Yep, I've
Cool.
done that.
Yeah, I
We-
think we've all done that.
You left us.
Oh, I know. I didn't feel like I was giving anything. I
Well,
wasn't really
we were
saying
just-
anything.
We were like, okay, take it over to
Uh.
you, and then you were gone.
Yeah. It was just kind of like, because if I'm not saying anything, I'm not like helping or not, you know what I mean? So it's just like,
Well, tell us
don't know.
about your piece really quick if you can, because we would
Yeah.
like to.
So I'd like us to do kind of a quick jump around. So about 60 seconds a person, kind of sum up, what you did today or like a big takeaway so that we can get to everybody in the remaining minutes. So Michael, you can start. It'll be like a lightning round of sharing your work.
Well, I started this one off with a picture and then I've decided to stop at the picture and kind of go off onto something else. just because I definitely wasn't capturing the picture at all.
Mhm.
So I just decided to go a different route with it. That's pretty much it. I like it. I like it. I mean, it's not perfect, but
How does it feel to jump into it and just totally change it like that?
I don't know. I feel like my mind wants something different than the picture,
Hmm.
and it doesn't want the picture. It wanted something else. So yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Our minds help us do everything. So they know
They
what.
do, yeah. When they're in when they're in control, when your mind's in control or something like that. But
Cool. Well, keep going, keep going and seeing how you can develop it on your own then from your own perspective, kind of like Megan's doing, where she's just not using a reference image. Sometimes you can open up a lot. Sometimes it could be scary and hard. Sometimes you need to refer back to an image just for some inspiration. So take what you can from that.
yeah. All right.
All right. Speaking of Megan, why don't you jump in, Megan? Tell us how you started and where you want to go.
Sure. All right. So when I first hopped on, I have a couple paintings that needed to be finished. So I have this one right here, which is my bug, but there's no background. And then I had this one, which was just the sky and the water. So when we were doing the gesture drawings, I just, without looking, I had to choose this one because it's the only one that had anything in it. So this was my scribble from the beginning, from the
Cool.
exercise. And then I decided to jump back over to the sky and the water for this one. So I don't know if my lighting is bad.
Lift
But
it
for
up
the
a little higher
clouds,
so lift it up a little higher so we could see the ocean. There you go.
yeah, so for the clouds, I was trying to not just use white. I put some purple and yellow and trying to um, get the form of the clouds and, make things look white using colors. And then just trying to work on the gradient at the bottom for the waves starting to roll in.
You have such a subtle way of working that it like slowly just builds and builds. I really like that. How you
Yeah,
start.
it's funny. I use acrylic, but I kind of have a oil technique using acrylics. So I try to, get them to fade slowly as opposed to have like a thick and really high contrast.
Mm-hmm.
Difficult with acrylic because it dries so fast, but
Well, good. I look forward to seeing you build that more, and hopefully you can post some images of it when you're ready in that WhatsApp group. Would be really awesome.
yeah, what is the WhatsApp? I tried to get on it last time and then I couldn't find what.
Here, I'll post the
on.
link again. It's just a free group I created for people to share their work and give each other feedback.
Okay.
So here, I'll put that in there. Well, good job. I'm glad you're here.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, please feel free to join the 3-day workshop too if you can. It'd be fun to see you progress really rapidly. There you go. So this is for everybody. So if you don't have the WhatsApp group, here it is. So you can just join it and I'll admit you. Thank you, Megan. I'm glad you're here 2 times in a row. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. This is a great group.
Awesome. You're very welcome. Life is Veronica or Noel, who wants to jump in and do a quick share?
I'll
Well,
share. Go
Okay.
ahead.
no, life is, go ahead.
Well, I incorporated the contours that we did in the beginning of the session, and with the contours that I had done previously, kind of let them overlap. And well, I did contours of the contours,
Nice.
and so they came out a little bit more funky than before. But I'm real pleased with them. Kind of got everything off in color blocks, kind of like a patchwork quilt a little bit.
Yeah. It's like your other figurative work from your figure drawing class where you overlap the figures, but now it's just with gestures.
Yeah,
I love it. It's good.
thank you.
Now, the
Yeah.
only thing I'm thinking is that that one in the center on the left, it kind of like it's very dominant because the hair is so dark.
Too
Are
dark?
you, are you trying to bring that one as the attention, as the focal
Well, I was
point?
gonna bring out probably 3 faces to have them be more finished,
Oh, okay.
and then the rest of them be gestural. Just kind of, I don't know. I was just thinking with the fact that these are bank ledgers, thinking about people and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know the whole social aspect of when everyone used to have to go to the bank. You know,
Everybody's money's all put in the same ledger.
yeah. And
Yeah.
and you had to go to you don't go to the bank so much anymore. You deal with all that on your phone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you don't even go there to cash a check. You do
Right.
that on your phone. And
Right.
so it's kind of a little bit of a statement of the
That's cool.
times past.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I like that, and I like that you're gonna just like pick out a couple and just bring them a little bit forward and have. I like I like the whole collage of it. The whole,
Thank you.
different, and they're so different. All of them are different. Very cool.
Awesome,
Excellent.
Life. Good to see you back. Good to see
Thanks.
your work progressing in a different way.
Thanks. My show was awesome, by the way.
Congratulations.
Sold 18 pieces.
Wow.
So I was
Wow.
quite thrilled.
Fantastic. That is wonderful.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Very good. Love it. Veronica, Noel, anything you'd like to share?
Noel, you're on mute.
Noel, you're on mute.
Well, do you want? Noelle, we can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here I am. Sorry, I had to go to a different screen. I get all confused. Anyway, I was just saying that I did see Life's show on the video that he posted on
All
WhatsApp,
right.
and it
Yeah,
was
I watched it.
awesome.
It
It
Thank
was
you.
so nice. It was so good. I loved it. And also I just love this piece that you have
Well,
going.
thank you.
I like it. Like I can't tell what it looks like in person, and it probably needs to be more finished, but it almost looks finished to me.
It's pretty
Like-
close. I just got a couple more faces I want to bring out and give them a little more
Yeah,
presence.
it looks like it's really close to like I love the color blocks and stuff too.
Thank you.
Well, I'll check that link out. I didn't see it in there. I'll go through and make sure I watch your video today.
All right,
Yes.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Well, Noel, thank you for coming back and joining and kind of doing something new, fresh from your previous painting that you were working on based off of, some quick draw and then coming up with a second rendition of it. That's great.
Yeah, I like it. Can you see it?
Yeah. It's kind of like more zoomed in to the figures and the scene.
Yeah. It's kind of big. It's kind of long. It's hard to get it all in there.
Yeah.
Makes me
Yeah.
think of a disco.
What?
Makes me think of a disco.
A disco?
Yeah, disco. A disco club. They're all dancing at one end and sitting there at the other end, standing at the bar.
Oh, that's cool. That's I didn't think of that.
Nice.
Whoops.
I told her it would be a cool narrative. She could tell a story with it. Like,
100%. Yeah.
she was saying that it was like the family on one end, and then there's people on the bench talking
Right.
about something, and then there's another guy walking towards, maybe he's wondering with the other dude on the end there's a guy on the very, very end And he looked
He's
like
right
he was
there. I colored him in,
he
sorry.
looked like he looked like he was sitting on something, sitting on oh, what is he sitting on now? A chair?
No, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
So
Good,
anyway,
fresh start.
you could tell a story with it, different things are going on, from one thing. You know how they do in a movie where they flash back to another couple that's doing something other than this person over here. They do it in the movies. So it's like
Right.
having
Yeah, I love that idea. And maybe even incorporating words like
Yeah, that could be awesome.
like writing, like some handwriting and stuff.
Sure. Love
I
that.
don't know. That's what it
Good.
reminded me of when she was saying it's a story. I'm like, well, I'll just write the story right on the painting.
Yeah, why
That'd
not?
be cool.
It's a good idea.
Thank
Well,
you, Veronica.
Yeah, we're beyond time here. If Veronica, you want to do a quick share? I don't want to hold you guys.
it'll be really quick. All right. If I can tap it. Okay. I'm probably going to paint this one. This was my tension and this is my, calm and stuff. And so anyway, I'm probably going to paint this one. And then there's a couple I went through. I did quite a few sketches. I'm probably going to paint this one. It's very simple.
Yeah.
And going through, I'm probably going to paint this one.
How
But I
nice.
would-
Your quick
and-
draws have given you like 4 or 5 paintings you might make.
And then here's another one. So I'm thinking that,
I
yeah,
love that one.
the quick draw gave me inspiration to do things. Here's one more. To do things simply and maybe just do some simple basic shapes and, make them feel the way I want them to feel, just anyway. That's my spot on. I put check marks on every one that I was going to do.
Nice.
But that I'd like to do. But anyway. All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're very
Thanks,
welcome.
Veronica.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Now, what are you doing there, boss?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I had a portrait of a friend that I kind of moved away from. And then I
would
started
say
with,
so.
I'm really just kind of playing and I'm just playing with charcoal, was just playing with expression, and now I'm kind of blurring stuff out. I just started using a chamois and I'm not really sure where it's gonna go. This is just kind of an exploration piece just to have fun and while you guys are making work. I'll probably work on it some more. I haven't worked with charcoal in a while, so I'm just working with charcoal and with an eraser pretty much and a chamois and just building values, building shape, working with my left hand, working with my right hand, going back and forth, and seeing if I can make some aspects more delicate, make some stuff more chaotic. Some parts of it have are kind of like symbolistic of writing. Other parts are just more kind of expressive movement. And Michael was asking me before you all came back on, is it help with stress? And I'd say, yeah, working this way is just a really nice kind of fluid way for me whether I'm doing an abstract painting or it's a basis for a figurative, objective painting, just to kind of put some of my own energy into it, being non-judgmental and not being outcome independent. So I'm just playing and seeing what will happen. But yeah, it's very, very raw and it's just a kind of a loose, fun charcoal sketch today.
That's all right. Now,
Yeah.
tell me the portrait isn't under that.
No, the portrait, I actually ended up erasing half of it because I realized I had some aspects that were incorrect. So I'm going to give another go at it. And, I hadn't done much portrait drawing for a while, so that's good. And I got some good experience with that. And I printed out a photo this time that I'll use as a reference and then kind of put my own kind of story into it. So yeah, I'll go back into it for sure. I might even do it in charcoal instead of pencil and, kind of go for kind of a different energy aspect of it. But yeah, so that's good. And yeah, next week we're doing this 3-day intensive. I know we got Michael, Veronica, Lifus, you all jumping in, which is awesome. Megan and Noel, you're definitely invited. Please, ask me any questions if you have. And on Friday at 11 Mountain Time, I'm going to be doing like a live kind of video, like a slideshow presentation about kind of the 4 shifts that artists use in these open studio intensives to make really creative, powerful work. Feel free to join if you want. It'll be a Q&A at the end. It'll be for like, it's like a 20-minute presentation, any questions people have. And because I plan on offering more of these 3-day intensives, 7 days, 10 days, do a 30-day intensive as well, all lined up with a few 3 to 6 weeks between them, and then keep offering this class and as we go on all the other Wednesdays for you all to work and come and meet other artists and then these intensives to kind of go deep in a shorter amount of period of time. Anybody have any questions that they want to ask me about what's coming up for next week? Because we'll have Open Studio next week. It will take the place of the 3-day intensive will take the place of the Open Studio. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We won't have this Open Studio next week. And then the following week will be at this time. And those of you who are in the class, I'll relay this to you. We'll just be following up with people that were in the 3-day on their finished works, their finished photographs, as well as their finished write-ups of their artwork. So then we can post that into our 30-day exhibition we'll be having on First Dibs.
Now, you said Friday, this coming Friday, you're going to be doing something?
Yeah, this coming Friday, I'm going to be doing an email. I think went out today about it. It's like talking about what works and helps people within these open studio intensives. So it's like a master class that I'll be sharing, kind of a slideshow, and I'll be doing it live on Zoom. You have to register, and then people can ask questions, throughout and at the end, and seeing if you can get some tips and some ideas for how you can integrate with your own work, as well as, talking more about these ideas of these intensives and how they can be helpful for people. So that's at 11 o'clock Mountain Time. So that would be 1 o'clock Eastern Time. And their info went out about it today, and we'll send out another reminder about it Friday morning.
Okay, I thought that was I thought that came through was the 3-day that's coming up. But
yeah,
it
so I
wasn't.
got two things that I'm talking about, but the 3-day is next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
I'm gonna head
Yeah.
out. Have a good day.
Well, Michael, good to see you.
See
Anybody
you
have any
too.
other questions? Want to ask me anything about the class coming up next week, or a question about their work? Let me know.
Thank you, Daniel.
All right, stay on if you have any questions. All right, take care.
Thanks, Daniel.
Appreciate y'all. You have a great one.
Thanks.
See you
Take
next
care,
week.
you all. Good to see you.
Bye, Chris.
Bye.
Bye, Noah.
Bye.
Bye, Veronica.
Bye.
Bye, Noel. Good to see you.